Hey guys, Steve McKell's RC. Going to be doing a review on the anti-foams. In particular, we're going to go for the one I'm going to show later on, the ones that I've been using in Fifth Element here. The ones I have are the dual stage, and I've got to say, I love the anti-foams. They are pretty darn good. Now, there are other brands out there that make vast sizes compared to what they do, but we're going to go over the ones I have in particular. Now, like I said, I do have the dual stage, so let's go over over my notes here, because I know I'm not the best at doing reviews because I forget things. So first thing I'll say about these is tires seem to perform a lot better. They don't seem, they do perform a lot better. The anti-foams allow your tires to grip in ways that they normally wouldn't with regular foams. I've been using OT6 Halo foams for a while, and the performance between the anti-foams and the OT6 Halo foams, night and day. When I had the anti-foams, when I put these tires onto Gatekeeper, or not my Gatekeeper, the TRX4 Sport that I had, it was pulling lines that it could not do before with the anti-foams. So I would say you get about, well, I can't say percentages, but it really does outperform, at least in my experience so far, the OT6 Halo foams. Crawler Innovations may perform better than the OT6. I can't say that for sure because I haven't had Crawler Innovations, so I can only speak to what I know. And while I liked the OT6 Halo foams, they perform great, these anti-foams allow your tire to grip in ways that those kind of foams I just can't see gripping. There's no real side deflection. When you're turning or if you're side hilling, I mean, you're gonna have some no matter what. Like just doing this, I got a little bit, but not like the OT6 Halo foams that I have. From other foams that I've seen, there's side deflection. The other thing is, these will fold over, but not like what I've seen. The tires won't fold over themselves. So in a sense, you're getting better performance when you're steering, when you're on a real good side hill. So, you know, these things keep their shape. Especially these being dual stage. The first stage does break in. They have gotten softer over time. And very rare, this isn't a light rig. I can't tell you how heavy this rig is, but it is not a light rig, and I very rarely, I probably mentioned this in a video before, very rarely do I ever go into the second stage. So they are phenomenal in that aspect. The dual stage is a lot firmer than the outer stage, and they have softened up just like, you know, regular foams do. These keep their shape very well. I mean, you can see a little bit of sag, and that's about the only spot where you can tell, you know, that you don't have your conventional foams in there, and they're not that wide. Which I would say is kind of a con. They don't fill the entire tire out. I mean, I am squeezing it a little bit, and then once they're on the ground, there's a pretty good void down here, but it doesn't really affect the performance. That was one thing I forgot to write down. Is the one thing I liked about the OT6 Halos was it would actually push the sidewall out, and I personally like that. When I got these, I wasn't too sure because they don't really push out like I would like, but they perform great. I honestly don't see a need for that. So now we'll go over something, if that's something that you want. We'll go over some other notes that I looked up just to make sure I'm telling you guys right information to the best of my ability. But yeah, these things perform great. Like, you get pretty good sidewall bite. I think the durability of these is great as well. There was one day I had one of these tires just rolled. It bound up real good, and when it finally came out, the tire actually popped hard enough it lifted the back end and then it settled back down. So and these anti-foams do allow the tires to keep shape. Blech. There we go, got it out. So far I've been pretty pleased. I really don't have anything bad to say about it. Let me make sure. That's pretty much all the notes that I have. I mean, there's only so much you can go over with these. Now, if you're wanting a set of these, they do have various sizes. They have a 4. Now this is for the 1.9 size tires. They do have a 4.19, a 4.75, and for you SCX6 owners, they have a 2.9 size tire. So they do have different sizes. They do have a single stage and a dual stage, and they do have tuning rods to allow you to stiffen up the foams, as opposed to like other companies. Like when I was using OT6 Halo foams for my Gatekeeper, I had originally tried the yellow dot. The yellow dots were just a little too soft, so I had to go and buy another set, and I bought it was a set of the blue dots. Now those foams are $20 a set, so you buy a whole set, that's 40 bucks. Now you're not happy with those foams, well, you're paying an additional 40 bucks. That's not including shipping and handling. So with these, you get the tuning rods. They got two different sizes. One soft, one I guess is a little harder. I didn't grab the price for those, but you have that option to firm up your foams. And then if you want your tires to be filled out sidewise, like let's say you got a little bit of play like I do, and you want to kind of fill that up, they call them tuning rounds, and they actually widen your anti-foam a little bit. So this foam, even though it is a little pricey, it is worth it because you do have options to tune these without even having to buy another set, which is awesome. Plus you're going to get amazing performance. I really can't say anything bad about it. Now, I've been running this set of anti-foams for quite some time, between Fifth Element and I've also been using them on the Dirty Virginian, and these have got a lot of runtime. And when I go out, it's anywhere between 3 to 6 hours. So we know for sure these have a lot of runtime. One concern I had when I bought these was I thought my gatekeeper was going to be too stiff or too heavy. And honestly, I got them in the RC 4-wheel drive Baja Pro X and performed a lot better than I thought. And I don't have any tuning rods in that. I was going to run it without the tuning rods and then get them if I felt like I needed them. Does not need them. So now the question is, after a lot of runtime on these anti-foams and these crawler TAs from Proline, which are in the Predator compound, how do they look? Well, that's what we're going to find out. I've been kind of thinking about it. I'm curious to how they are broken down, see the shape they're in, so that's what we're going to do next. I'm going to take them apart and we're going to discover together how they look. Let me set up the camera, got my tools ready, and what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the front tires off because, well, the front you have to turn as well, so where the back is, you know, pretty much in one, there's no turn back here. So we're going to try these, we're going to take one of these front tires off and see how they look. Alright guys, got the camera repositioned. Now if you're wondering what I'm using, I'm actually using a tool set from Hobby Wing. I guess it's like their house brand. So, did I say Hobby Wing? I think I did. Hobby Town, there we go. But I'm using their hand tools, which so far has not let me down. Take that, set it off to the side. And then, of course, y'all see my snap-on drill. Got this when I was still a technician about, I want to say 5 years ago. And then for the drill bits, I'm using the Yeah Racing drill bit, or whatever you want to call them, Allen heads. These are actually pretty good. They have not let me down, so I'm actually going to put that off to the side, and I'm going to start off by using the hand tool. Alright, here we go. Ooh. There we go. Inner beads off. Yeah. Outer beads off. Inner rings out. And oh wow. Wow. I've had these, as a matter of fact, I started using these right before Beat the Creek, or not Beat the Creek. Yeah, right before Beat the Creek at the beginning of this year. And look at this, guys. That I am not seeing any issues. Wow. I mean, that, guys, I think I got these early this year, And I've been using these a lot, and those are in great shape. See a little bit of a split right there. Hopefully you guys can see it, but a little bit right there. But guys, oh my gosh. Let me put it to you this way. The Ot6 Halo foams, they're starting to flake a little bit. The pair that I've had the longest, so they were starting to see some wear. They're probably not getting anywhere now, but these are in excellent shape. Excellent shape, I believe. Yeah. Alright guys, I just went back into my YouTube analytics to figure out when I officially started running these, and I started running these in early April, and these are in excellent shape. April, May, June, July, August, September, about 3 months ago. No, make that 4. But yeah, these tire foams are in excellent shape. I mainly wanted to make this video in case you were on the fence. Right now, I've got 3 rigs, and this is the one I've been running the most. This is my G-Speed build. So these tires and foams have had a lot of miles on them, a lot of hard miles, and heck guys, even the inside of my tires are dry. And as you can, if you don't know, I do vent my tires. So the inside of this is very dry. There's a little bit of water, but not like if you're running foams, regular foams. This isn't going to retain water. I mean, the Ot6 Halo foams claim they won't hold water, but it actually does, and they get soaked. These don't hold water. These give you optimum performance, much better performance than what I've seen, and God only knows how well, you know, if you get a heavy rig, how well you can tune them. I mean, there's first stage, I'm barely squeezing. There's second stage, and I'm really having to push on them. So if you're on the fence on what kind of foams you want to get, I would say get you some 3D printed foams. These are the Three Brothers RC anti-foams. I know there's another company called Squid Inserts or something like that. I think I've been to a few, like the 3D printable stuff where you can buy 3D printed foams. If you go this route, guys, and you go through water, this is probably, and you want to vent your tires to perform, to let your tires perform, these are going to be your best option. You don't have to worry about water getting in there and ruining your foam. These are extremely durable. I've put these tires have touched water, and they are these you cannot go wrong with. 3D printed foams are definitely the future for crawlers, whether it's scale or performance oriented crawlers. This is the way to go. I don't think I'll ever go back to a regular foam, not just based off of this, but it was first the performance of these foams that really sold me. And now, for durability, I will not go back. When I got these, when I first started seeing them come out, I was very on the fence because I'm thinking that that's not going to last. That will last. These will absolutely last. And I mean, these tires, they're scrubbed in pretty good. I would probably have to change these tires before I even think about changing out these anti-foams. I could probably go and get another set of tires and just reuse this anti-foam. I hope this review helps you out, guys. I'm genuinely shocked. I'm kind of speechless. So hopefully this video helps you guys out in making a decision on something like this, because this is fairly new. This is new technology. Foam, you know, we're all used to Crawler Innovations and Proline and the crappy stock foams that they all put into their stock tires. But definitely give 3D printed foams a chance. You won't go wrong with them. You really won't. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip side.